movement shown by plants, that is the nastic movement. Nastic movement is again divided into two parts, seismonastic and nectinastic. What is seismonastic? Seismonastic is also called as thigmonastic movement. Thigmonastic movement. Nectinastic is again divided into two parts, that is photonastic as well as thermonastic. Now what is this nastic movement? We discussed once. What is nastic movement? Nastic movement is non-directional. It is non-directional. It does not depend on growth. It is non-directional movement, but not depend on growth doesn't mean that never shows growth. Now here thigmonasty, the commonmost example for thigmonasty is mimosa plant. Mimosa pudica. Commonly we used to call chui mui. Chui mui plant. As soon as we touch this plant, immediately whole plant shows response, not only in the direction of the plant. For example, if this is the plant and if you are touching from this side with the help of finger or any stick or whatever may be, doesn't matter, but this part means only this part will not show any change. Whole plant, whole organization, all the leaves present on the plant will show the movement. They droop, they turns down. That is called as the non-directional, not towards the direction, but whole organization of plant shows movement by closing the leaves, by showing or drooping leaves or towards the downside. So that is called as thigmonastic movement shown by this plant. Why this thing is happened? How this movement carried out in the plant by showing all the leaves like this? Because it is related with turgor. Turgor means pressure of water. Actually, the leaves of these plants are like this. At the base of the leaves, there is such swollen area. This region, it is called as pulvine. It is called as pulvine. So what happened? Whatever water absorbed by plant, these water get accumulate in this pulvine. And because of that, these water make these leaves straight and keep them upright. As soon as we touch, immediately this water goes down and store in roots. And as a result, these leaves are getting loose. And because of looseness, they fold down. And that is the response shown by plant. Within some second again, this water comes up and accumulate in the pulvine and make leaves up straight right. Clear? So that is how the mimosa plant shows movement of folding the leaves or drop down the leaves only and only because of certain stimuli, but not in the direction of stimuli. Whole plant will show. Then nectinastic. Now in here there is no growth. In this case we have not seen growth. Only we have seen why this movement is shown by plant, only because of movement of water or presence of water. No growth related and no direction related. Now here in nastic movement, nectinastic, one is photonastic and another is thermonastic. For photonastic, you have seen many flowers like moonflower, then mad apple, commonly called datura. These are some of the flowers. They grow in presence of light as well as in absence of light. Like photonasty here, moonflower, they grow in absence of light. Example of moonflower. These flowers grow in absence of light. For these flowers, there is no requirement of light. Mad apple, these flowers grow, that also in absence of light, but remain in presence of light also for some period. But that light should be very mild light in morning hours. But after 7 o'clock and slowly as the light is increasing, strength or range of light is increasing, then it get close automatically. So that is the photonestic, in presence of light but not directional, in presence of absence of light. Same, some flowers are there which are very sensitive towards temperature. They comes under thermonestic. For example, tulip. Tulip flower, they are sensitive to temperature, in high temperature and low temperature. Some flowers are there which arises in high temperature, or plant shows flowering in high temperature. Some flowers or some plants, they shows flowering in very low temperature. Jasmine, common most. In summer season, they grow like anything and gives flowering. Tulip, they are also related with temperature, very specific for temperature. Such plants are called as thermonestic. But here they are sensitive or shows movement by opening the flower or closing the flower in presence of light or in presence of high or low temperature. That is showing movement towards the stimuli. But here this stimuli is not directional one. They are not showing movement towards the direction. Clear? Another thing, they are showing growth, not showing direction. But here growth, the role of growth is there. Like closing and opening of flower. Suppose this is the flower and this is the opening stage of flower. When this flower get open or petals get open, when the inner region, this region shows growth. This region when shows growth, because of growth, these petals are getting open. When this region is, suppose this is the original bud condition of this flower. Bud condition. As soon as this inner part shows growth, immediately flower will shows opening. Once opening is over, now this part stops the growth, then flower shows closing. That is, growth is there but not related with the direction. The movement is not related with the direction of stimuli or depend on growth. But for opening and closing of stomata, we can say there is some growth is, of course there is some type or some amount of growth is shown by this plant. So this is the nastic movement, and here we have completed the part of phytohormones that is related with plant hormone, and this second lesson, that is control and coordination, is completed here. Next we will start with the new lesson, that how do organisms reproduce.